Sorry about the rattling, sorry about the hair. And also, I am aware that I have my visi in the wrong way around. That is for a reason. So, Farage. Now, for the longest time, I've said that that guy is literally paid opposition. And many people, like I did originally, thought the man was almost like the political messiah. But it's turned out that he's political contraception. Now, a good example of this, that was actually brought up, I believe, by Conservative, was that when he tried to answer some sort of like a press conference type of thing about whether he believed that like trans men should be put in women's prisons, he paused, didn't have an opinion, and then looked to his advisor to tell him what to say. Now, if that's not a political stooge worthy in the mouths of whoever it is that control him, I don't know what, because any true, honest, political, charismatic leader would stand forward and say, you don't put men in women's prisons, and you don't put women in men's prisons. And there's 101 fucking reasons why, but it's common sense. And you don't actually have to ask somebody what should be your answer, because if you can't fucking work it out under your own steam, then how the fuck are you going to rule this country, or run this country I should say, if you can't work out the very basics of what's right and wrong? Now, what I've noticed about Farage is, when people were reporting on the migrants long before he was coming over, and people were down at Dover, mainly people like Active Patriot, etc., all of a sudden he went down there and made out that he was the first to bring it to the fore. And I actually think that even before that, I think the BNP were talking about it. So there it is. Anyway, I don't suppose we need to go into how many parties that he's shagged up, but the facts are this: if you are to become any sort of a leader for this country, you need to know immigration stop completely. Nothing else comes into this country until we grab hold of the problem we've got. Mass deportation of anything that calls itself a migrant, because it's nothing more than a religious cult soldier coming over here to take over because they didn't do so well back in the Crusades. All right, and let's be fair, and I think I've talked to other people about this before, Islam is not allowed to change. You cannot do like we did, which was a quick go through it and go, actually we'll take this out of the Bible, or we'll rewrite this because it's a bit harsh. You can't do anything like that. It's the final word, and it's set back in the Dark Ages. So I mean that like as a piss take. You get the idea, right? So if it can't be changed, and its ambition back when the Crusades was to take over every country that it could and make it enslaved, and it hasn't been allowed to change, then surely that's still the same tactic. And when you speak to any of these third world fucking Christian hating, white hating, fucking westernized hating fucking cunts, they'll tell you that they're here to take over our country. They don't even make any bones about it, and they laugh in our face, right? So if we want to literally return the serf, get a political leader in there that goes, right, here's what we're doing. We're sending out the army, we're rounding up these fuckers that actually are in all these hotels, and we're sending them back. Don't give a fuck where to. If they don't tell us their country of origin, we'll put them in somewhere that's so fucking dangerous that all of a sudden they'll slightly remember where they came from, right? I mean, why be nice? We don't have to be. And there's another thing, right? Who the fuck can tell you who you like and who you don't like? That's your choice. You know, all these, you have to like these people, otherwise you're this. I mean, say for instance, you have to like, what is it? If you don't like a Jew, you're anti-Semitic. If you don't like an Indian person or an Islamic person, you're Islamophobic. How's about judging each individuals on their merit rather than having to like everybody because somebody tells you? Because I don't know about you, when I grew up, I would meet people and go, I like that person, I don't like that person. I don't have reasons for it. Has this person got honesty about them, morals, integrity, and all that sort of stuff? Yeah, well, I like them, okay, until they do me wrong. And this is how you should be, I believe, right? Judge each individual, because there's lovely people who are Indian, there's lovely people who are, like, I don't know, Chinese, Italian, or whatever. But nobody should tell you you have to like them. You decide to like them because what they bring to you and their morals and their values. It's common sense. Oh yeah, that thing that they try to get rid of. I've been talking a lot about common sense to people, and it seems that, well, there's a guy with a t-shirt, common sense ain't that common. Ain't that the fucking truth? Now, going back to, because I do like a bit of a digress every now and again, going back to a leader. We need a leader that's got a backbone so fucking solid that he's not swayed by all the slander that he's going to get chucked at him for doing the right thing. We need a bloke that can work out that sticking some mentally challenged person because they believe they're in the wrong body, or they believe that they're actually a woman when they've got a cock, because anybody who thinks that is mentally ill. There's no other bits about it. I mean, I've got people that I know that are trans, I've got no problem with them. They know my belief, I know theirs, and that's it. We don't have to agree on that. I don't wish them any harm, obviously, but even they would say that going to a prison as a male and it's full of females probably might lead to problems, all right? And here's another thought, right? While you think it might come from the trans woman, there are some fucking hard women in prison, right? And they might not like that trans person, and that trans person might actually not be that keen on protecting themselves. And what do you think's going to happen? See, that puts the shoe on the other foot now, doesn't it? Because everybody thinks I'm going, oh, well, this person's going to... Let's go the other way. Because they can't argue that one, can they? Well, let's see. We'll say that person's immortal and can't be hurt. Was it Colin McLeod? Anyway, so the person has to be able to make decisions. They have to actually work on common sense. So, mass deportation, okay? Put the indigenous race of this country first. You don't have to put everybody else down, but at the moment you're making sure that everybody who identifies as a traditional English Anglo, or whatever you want to call it, right, is the problem. No, they're not. Everybody else who thinks they're the problem is the fucking problem, all right? All of these, you need to go through anything that's got remote hints of communism and socialism about it, need to be watched, because they're a fucking danger to themselves and everybody else around them. The political system needs to be looked at. Who's getting paid? Why? Who are they serving? Who's got dirt on who? And literally, fuck that lot. Lords, get rid of them. They're all a bunch of cunts, right? Now, teaching. You'd have to go through, put people on a lie detector test, every fucking person that goes in there, and work out, are they pro-Islam? Are they pro-trans? Are they pro all this other shit that's bad for our kids, right? And if they are, that's it, they're out. No ifs, no buts. We do not want politically driven psychos trying to abuse our fucking kids. Oh, and there's another thing. Why don't we teach our kids about common sense and the value of having morals and values, and also the fuck around and find out stuff? You know, if you talk shit, somebody will give you a slap. Oh, and there's another thing. We have threats coming from, and explain why we're being persecuted, what the threats are, who it's coming from, and all that kind of stuff. Maybe even go back through history and look at it from a truthful fucking perspective. That'd be interesting. Do that. Then you've got to go through the civil service and find out just how many of those cunts are common purpose. Because common purpose is literally a way to circumnavigate democracy, to get your friends who have the same ideological political beliefs in, to get what you want without going through the official channels. Basically, it's the worst kind of corruption that wants to change the entire compass of our society, our political leanings, and to make good honest people the victim of their shit fuckery. You need to look into the Masons and see what fuckery they're causing as well. And a lot of other secret societies, by the way. And also, we need to start fucking doing things like making sure that nobody else comes into our waters and fishes in it. Fuck you, it's ours, right? And why can't we start opening up some coal mines and have some coal power stations? That'd be a good idea. Oh, well, it's not on the agenda, the green agenda. Fuck your green agenda, write up your shitter, right? And if you come at me with that fucking absolute shit fuckery, and all it is another way of literally asset stripping the middle class and the lower class, because the upper class will find a way of getting out of it. They always do, right? Stop fucking victimising our own people. Oh, and here's another thing. All of these cunts that say my little Johnny's got ADHD. No, he's not. He's a cunt. Probably because you're a cunt, right? Now, there are generally people that have what you class as ADHD, but most of it is literally shit parenting and shit schooling, right? In the old days, if some kid had ADHD and went up to my granddad, when the cunt woke up for saying the wrong thing, he'd realise immediately that ADHD or not, I fuck about, it hurts. And that's how it's got to be. Because you don't find many people within Islam over in fucking, I don't know, wherever the country is, coming forward and saying I've got ADHD. Because there is no such thing. It's shit parenting. Now, I understand there is such a thing as vaccine damage from the past that has made people have autism and stuff like that. I get that, right? And even if your kid has autism, how is it that all of those kids that grew up in my generation before managed to get through with autism without having all of this, oh, you're special? No, you're not. You're a fucking pain in the ass, all right? And you will learn to fucking fit in, because that's it. And this is the way we've got to go. Sorry, like, no more pussyfooting around, because at the moment we're making our fucking kids into a bunch of weak pussies so that this fucking band of fucking deaf cult wankers can take us over. And I'm sorry, I don't fancy being taken over by that lot, because I certainly got a bounty on my head. And there's many of you fuckers that do too. I mean, can you imagine how they're going to put up with people like me who called them all a bunch of fucking cunts? I'd be straight off a fucking roof or I'd be throat slit. Not that's ever going to stop me saying what I'm saying, because fuck it. Go out the way you meant to. I'm certainly not going to apologise for anything I ever say to those cunts. So, back to Farage. He's not the man for the job, nor is Tice, and nor are many of them. What we need is a working class, hard as fuck cunt, right? That's struggled a lot of his life, but still has an intelligence that, you know, you can't fucking buy, but got the minerals and the courage of his convictions to stand up, say for instance, the House of Parliament, to the opposition and go, you lot are just a bunch of money grabbing, fucking lying bastards that are out to serve the elite, the Illuminati, if you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call it. Everybody's got a name for it, right? But you know who they are. The cunts that lurk in the shadows, that get all of this shit fuckery done and lubricate every cunt, and then take the honest people out and say, here's the thing, we can make up stuff on you, or they invite them out for a night and dope them and then put a child next to them and take pictures. Now you'll do what we say. Anybody who's going into politics now has to be so careful about who they mingle with. If it was me and I got into politics now, I'd literally say, oh, we've got a party we want you to come to. Sorry mate, don't do parties. Oh, we've got an event. No, thanks. Oh, we've got a holiday we want you to go on. Now you're all right. Oh, we want to give you shares in. No, thank you very much. That'd be it. You'd make it so hard for these cunts to get anything on you that if they did, it would be made. And you would know it. We are in, make it no bones about it, a holy war. Now, you could be atheist. That's your choice, all right? But these people who are fighting believe in a religion. And they're fighting on behalf of their religion. That's why I call it a holy war. Now, I'm a Christian. I don't go to church. Why do I not go to church? I don't need a broker to see the main man, all right? And I don't need to pray very much. To be honest, I say thank you for things, all right? And I understand that there's a certain code that, you know, don't go around shitting all over people and hurting people. Be as nice as you can, but that looks like a police rescue. Probably is. But do the right thing. At the end of the day, most of us, you lot watching, will understand what the right thing is. We're not stupid. Sometimes we don't do the right thing because we're human and we're fallible. But there it is. Anyway, thank you for letting me have a rant. I have enjoyed this. And I'm going to get on about my day. Thursday rant. Maybe we should do more of this. Anyway, I'll get on, and as things come to me, I'll let you know.